Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast, episode 1557. Now this is important. This is important because we're covering some important ground today. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
Okay. Now what I'm about to tell you, I am not tooting my own horn. Okay, I'm not tuning. I'm not like propping. It's not ego. None of that, okay? In case you didn't know, all right, we have more podcasts on Doctor Who and videos than anyone in history, okay? I haven't seen anybody come close to the amount that we've had. I've had single videos adding up to the Real Whovians cast, adding up to the amount of videos that I do, like Real Whovians cast Unlimited, or even spin-off Real Whovians cast on other different platforms. Even like we talk about Doctor Who on the Everything Show sometimes. So as far as I know, nobody has more. Now, we don't realize the ramifications of us putting out all this content because what's come of late is, this is hysterical because I didn't see it at first. Everything that we talk about, everything that we hypothesize on and speculate, because there is no news, people are taking everything we say, shining up real nice, crafting a whole story around it, and in some cases, making it like it's their own idea or their own stuff. And, you know, then people of our own group are sharing videos with me, and I'm laughing because I'm like, this is what we said way before. Now, if you want to find out the truth, okay, I don't have enough time to get hundreds of videos or 20 videos or 30 videos edited together to show you. Everything is timestamped. You want to try to find out the truth, you can find, if anybody out there of our fans wants to go and pluck clips from Whovians cast where it was said, God bless you, you can.
Yeah.
I won't strike you.
Doing patience.
Right, I won't strike you. But there are certain casts where we've said these things. Now, I didn't realize this at first, you know, and stuff has come out like, oh, the article about they're switching to Saturdays. Okay, whatever. Now that, you know, that's legit. That's real. That it is switching thing. But then there was all this stuff that corrected. So I'm talking to one of our fans, Kerry, and we have the live chat out open that people could view us, and I'm going to go right into the screen right now because I want to be able to read everybody's stuff off the air. Okay. So, hey, Kerry. All right, he's in there. Okay, good. So here's the thing. Kerry was talking to me, and he's like, you know, all this stuff is what you said. And then I'm like, everything is what we said. Everything. So I'm saying to myself, of course this looked familiar because this is what I predicted. This is what I said in the video. So here, let's go down the line, okay?
Okay.
I had said, I predicted that they were going to move back to Saturdays. There's no way it was going to stay at them, right? Now, it looks like that's happening. Okay, but that's, well, a lot of times we predict stuff, and a lot of times we get it right with Doctor Who, right? So people have, and this is the one thing I ask, if you're going to take stuff that we say, please give us credit where credit is due. We have it timestamped. Please don't make it like it's your idea. Please don't make it like you read the news and now you construct this thing. Please give us credit. And I won't get mad that you give us credit. I'll get mad if you don't give us credit. If everything we say, everything you read or you do videos on and you make it like it's your idea, you know, you had to have heard it from us first, okay? There's the videos out there. It tells you the day. It tells you the time the video was uploaded. You can even see the Doctor Who pages. So I know a lot of people don't like us or me because they don't like when we're right. They want to be right or whatever. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Whoever's right or wrong. If you're covering the news and somebody you don't like is right, you give them props and you say, hey, this guy I don't like is right. You know, like,
you don't even have to mention the person's name.
Well, no, I mean, if someone's going to take from stuff from us, I want them to mention Real Whovians cast, Matrixlord212. I want them to, because I don't think that's fair. I think that a lot of people don't want us to have the most videos on Doctor Who. Because they have it.
Which video you pull it from? Just say.
Yeah, just say I got it from Matrixlord212 and the Real Whovians cast. Right.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
That's it. I'm not. I just want to look. And so I'm like laughing because these articles came out and they're saying that Doctor Who is not starting in January. It's not starting in February. It's starting in March. And I remember the video where I said it's probably not going to start January. It's probably not going to start February. It's probably going to start March. This is like my own words haunting me, coming back to me the almost exact way that I said it verbatim, right? Where like I said it that way. They didn't just say starts March. It said almost the exact way I said it. So we got that. Then we heard that there was the fight with Chris Chibnall and the BBC and Jodie Whittaker, and immediately we heard, all right, he's out next season. He's going to do the season, but he's out, which would mean that Jodie would regenerate in a Christmas special or the last episode in December. Well, probably the BBC will restore the Christmas special because we talked about that. They're not happy about it. So they're probably going to bring the Christmas special back. Of common sense, that's when she's going to regenerate. The last episode possible, which will be the Christmas special or New Year's special, whatever. Yeah. Okay? We said this. Okay? We said that you're going to have a new team come in. We even said maybe there should be 2 showrunners. We said that, Scott. Yeah. I said just like Sherlock and you have Moffat and Gatiss, why can't you have 2 showrunners? Yeah. Right? I said this. And then I says you can't just start a year later. It's commissioned to 2023. So you film a season, you release it on 2023. And then if it does great, then you can commission it longer. Or if it doesn't, then that's it. But everything we said on here, everything I said on here, people are, because there's no news, they're crafting it into a story that's real. And I got to tell you right now, as much as I love Doctor Who news, all right, none of this is real. This is our stuff crafting into a story that we didn't do, okay? We did not do. And maybe there's a reason why nobody's talking to me right now. It's like, no, I didn't do this, okay? I'm telling you that this stuff that's out there, unless we see otherwise, like the shift from Sunday to Saturday, this is real Whovians cast stuff. This is not a story crafted from anybody. So I'm laughing hysterically because I didn't even realize it until, it just clicked. And I'm like, oh my God, it's slow news day. People are taking our stuff.
So they're pretty much waiting until we get like 3-4 casts in and they go, oh, let's take this stuff and now report about it. Yeah.
So it's like, look, I know people cursed me out when I said that Matt Smith was leaving. They're like, what? You? And like, fucking, and they were angry. They were angry. And I was telling them what I believed what was happening. I said, it's happening. I don't want it to happen. Yeah. They're like, F you, Matrixlord! F you! And you don't understand. I'm predicting it. I don't want it to happen, but it happens. Don't curse me out. This is, we're good at it. I predicted the River song was, I'm like, oh, in the Tesseract or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, so a lot of this stuff, like, we got right. And sometimes we don't want it to get right because we want to be surprised. But please understand that this is real Whovians cast news, like speculation, rumors. This is stuff that, some of the stuff is stuff that we hypothesized, constructed. This is not real. So everybody's, and the funny thing is everybody's talking about it like it's a story.
Into the crystal chocolate milk. This
mention us.
Boom.
Mention us.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just reading it. Joey, can you see Captain Planet and the Planeteers in live action movie? I don't know what that's related to this, sir, but you know what? Yes, I can see Captain Planet and the Planeteers in a live action movie. Yes. Okay, Kerry.
Well, they probably want Jodie Whittaker to be Captain Planet.
Maybe they just want us to talk about Captain Planet. The only way they can reach me during the live. That's fine, Joey. Okay, Kerry, I think that Joe is a hidden psychic. Yes, I probably have that ability. Greg, it's not just your idea prediction. Other people come up with this shit too and have been forever. Don't act like you owe credit when it's not hard to speculate that it's going to happen. Okay, first of all, what I'm talking about, Greg, is every single thing in a thread that's constructed to this one story is every single thing verbatim that the Real Whovians cast and said. I'm not talking all the time, Greg. I'm talking about the way they say it, not January. Not that's exactly the way I did. I didn't say I come up with everything. I said I'm coming up with this exact story. It's coming from us, okay? And here's the thing: I don't want to hear this that a story is crafted from what we say, and it bothers me because the thing is that this stuff is just rumor and speculation and hypothesis, and I don't want like us to get a negative name and sense. Yes, we're not being mentioned, but the thing is, so I said flat out that I don't want Chibnall to stick around. I want him to leave. And then when we heard that there was a thing, I heard that he's gonna leave. So that's the whole thing. I'm like, well, I'm not angry, man. I'm passionate, Greg. Okay.
I'm still waiting for it.
I'm not angry. Listen, I'm not angry.
I'm still surprised they didn't come out.
Listen, I get excited. I have 1,557 casts, dude, because I love what I'm doing, okay? I'm passionate. I love what I'm doing. If I didn't love what I'm doing, then you probably see me, something might be wrong. If I was depressed or whatever, I'd probably be bearded. I'd probably be looking like a schmo. My name is Joe. But no, I'm not angry. This is not me, Fury Matrixlord, angry. I am chilled to the bone, okay? It's just what I'm saying is that, all right, let me give you an example. Remember how there's no Doctor Who news? And they put a story out that people confronted John Sim in the supermarket. And he's like, I'm never going back to Doctor Who. I'm done. I can't stand it. Leave me alone. It was all fake. That never happened, right? He never said he's never come back to Doctor Who. Nobody saw him in the supermarket. Nobody bothered him. Nobody got him mad. Somebody created a complete fabrication story to put out on a slow news day. Because guess what? He did appear in Doctor Who. He's talking about how Doctor Who's greatest things is sliced bread, and he would do it all the time. So it's nonsense, And this is what you got to sift through when you have all these people. I'm angrily passionate. All right, whatever. I'm not angry actually at all, but okay. All right, yeah. Thank you, Greg. But what I'm trying to say is we understand that everyone has jobs with the Doctor Who sites, right? And those people need to be, in some cases, those people get paid, employed. And Chris Chibnall makes it very hard for a Doctor Who site to be employed because he will not give any info. He won't throw them a bone. Yeah. And now there's weird special perks that only his friends or people he knows that are photographers or whatever will get in and nobody else will, which is not fair. That's not like where everybody can be a part of it. You start seeing the same people. Right, you start seeing the exact same person posting pictures and no one else. That's not fair.
No,
but these people, it's either, well, maybe we have to shut down the Doctor Who site, and you can't do that. So the only thing, and we start seeing people posting about birthdays, and that's it. And then you see the whole thing is birthday, which is fine, happy birthday.
Yeah.
But you don't have anything else.
But after a while, hearing this birthday, this anniversary,
there's nothing else. Because why can't they just do a story?
Into Doctor Who, will look at the stuff and start thinking, well, maybe the people from Davies through Moffat, they're still doing, but yet they're getting contradictory information about how if they're not still here, why are they talking about this dude randomly?
See, the thing is, like all these sites, right? If they're writers, right? You don't have to create a fake story. You could do a story on how hard it is for you to get the news because people will let you get the news. That's what you can do. You could find ways to keep the Doctor Who sites going. Yeah. You could say, oh, hey, let's take a poll. Does out of the blue, hey, we want the Sea Devils. Do you? We'll tell you why. And then they'll go to about all the episodes the Sea Devils appeared in. There's your little article for the day, right? But nobody wants to do that.
Talk about past Doctor Who, or talk about how great it would be to see that, to probably cartoonize, animate one of the Big Finish dramas, or just come up with something new altogether for one of the past Doctor Who.
Right, like we just had there was a story that showed the artwork for David Tennant's next series of Big Finish, right?
Yeah.
I don't see most of these people talking about it. I'm like, why not? Why not? So, there are things you could talk about Doctor Who without creating a bull crap article. You could do an opinion piece story, and you could talk about, hey,
a coffee table book about the artwork, or
well, I'm talking about the Doctor Who sites. I'm saying, like,
I know. I'm just throwing.
Okay, so we got Greg says you got some mean hair.
Who, me or him?
You.
Oh, me? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've been lazy. I haven't been one to.
Yes, Carrie loves your hair. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like the Wolverine look.
Thank you.
It suits you. You know? There you go. No, leave it go. Oh, poor Scott. He's combing his hair now.
No, I'm just wiping.
Yeah, one cast up last night. It's like, yeah. It's like, all right, man.
Oh, yeah. When I was doing my cast last night on 3IV, a lot of people says, "Oh, I love your hair." Oh,
yeah, man. It's called Just Waking Up.
Without your light socket and testing a 9-volt battery.
Jesus. Come on. You look great, dude. Who cares? No, they love your hair. I think your hair is funky. It's cool. Hey, Brian, what's up? Brian thinks you got crazy hair too. Okay. All right. So anyway, like all these Doctor Who sites, they should like do stories on classic monsters. They should do stories. Why don't you do a story about Chibnall? Say, hey, Chibs, what's up? Throw us a freaking bone here, like something. Do an article like, why can't he give us stuff?
Yeah.
Just what we want is when there's no.
Probably an exclusive writer who won't even.
I want the writers to write about how much they love Doctor Who, where they're coming from. Don't be afraid.
No.
Just flat out come out there and say, you know, I know a lot of people want those interviews. They're like, I want Chris Chibnall's interview, so I ain't gonna say nothing about Chris Chibnall. Like, that's silly.
Yeah.
What's up, Alex?
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Just watching Star Trek Discovery and saw this message.
Yeah, we're doing Real Whovians cast.
That's fine.
Yeah. So, like, look, my thing is that if I'm not happy about something, I'll say it. If I'm happy about something, I'm saying it. Yes, I would like interviews, but I'm not going to like lie and force myself to be fake to get those interviews. Like, I'm not going to say Chibnall's the greatest thing since sliced bread every single cast just to get a Chris Chibnall interview. No.
Yeah.
I don't like what he's doing. I would still do an interview, even though I don't like what he's doing, because I want to say, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
where are you coming from?
Dude? Come on.
I mean, you know, I would have the balls to say that. Like, dude, come on, man. So, and I think people respect me because I'm not fake, you know, and I don't care about stuff like that. So, you know. What's going on, Brian? How you doing, man? Doing all right? I know it's early for us. Usually we do stuff at night, but I just wanted to go over look. You know, as much as like I like, you know, people to you know, use our stuff. Give us credit once in a while. It'd be nice.
Definitely.
And this story is not true. It's stuff that's taken from the Real Whovians cast. As much as I want things to be true, it's not true. Okay, so you know, and it's like a mirror, you know, in this sense, because all this stuff we were talking about in a row, and then boom, it crashed. So that's the controversy, is that, you know, I understand the so low news days, but some of this stuff is nonsense. Okay, until proven otherwise. Like if you know, it does go from Sundays to Saturdays, okay, that's a story.
Still surprised they haven't done anything about how, oh, this is what caused the ratings to go down. That I'm still.
Well, look, I just want like the show to do great. I want the writing to be above average.
For another 50-something odd years, but
you know, and it's hard. Yeah.
And that's all I was going to say.
I mean, it's harder to do the Real Whovians cast when there's nothing to talk about, and you know, we got the controversy now, so we're talking about that. It's hysterical to me, though. And yes, I don't always have every idea, everything, and I like it that I don't, because then it would be boring, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Who the hell wants to talk about themselves all the time? And no, I don't like talking about myself either. Slow news day. All right. So, Alex,
yes.
all this controversy about like our stuff coming back at us. What do you think? What's going to happen with Doctor Who? Your opinion?
Well, the show should continue. It should have like a new producer or a proper overseer of the producers.
Okay.
Right, because if Chibnall's
A new showrunner?
Not quite a new showrunner, more like an overseer to make sure, like Doctor Who. Let's just say there are rules for Doctor Who set in stone, and they've got to stick by those rules.
But see, that's the problem too. If you have an overseer, it's like you're micromanaging the showrunner is the showrunner. He runs the show, so you can't have an overseer.
Yeah, but you just can't have a showrunner and a writer in the same job. It doesn't feel right.
I mean, if you had the showrunner and the writers like do their own thing,
separate,
connected to like he could be a writer of episodes too, but he's got to be. Here's the thing: he's in charge of the whole entire show, so he'll allow if the magazine gets the cover stuff early. He'll allow if the action figures come out before the show or after the show, whatever. He'll allow merchandise. He'll allow calendars. He'll allow this. He'll allow that. And he'll also be the one that will go after people if he feels that someone released a picture. Which, see, that's the thing, too. You want to promote your show. You don't want to treat everybody as the enemy. You don't want to go after everybody. Okay? Yeah. Taking the people to court, like BBC going after Microsoft and everything else, that's stupid. That you're not getting anything. And you know.
I just want to see like a behind the scenes picture which I can look forward to.
Yeah.
Like saying, oh, they're coming back. Oh, I can't wait until they get reviewed.
Full season, no episodes cut, nice Christmas special.
Yeah.
Or a special or whatever, you know.
Do what they did with Tenet. If have a special for maybe Easter or have a special for Halloween on top of your Christmas one. Yeah, that would have been great.
Vaughn will be on tonight, Kerry. People work, you know, so, and I have to go to work in a few hours, which is not cool. So it's rare that we're doing this cast, but let's see. No, Vaughn will be on tonight. Yeah, so that's another thing too. It's like Chibnall needs to lighten up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, there's the stories that certain people are just getting all the footage lately. He needs to, you know, stop taking people to dinner and say, you're going to be the photographer, Doctor Who, and only you're going to release photos. No, man. What about all the other magazines and all the other things? That's not fair.
No, it's not.
Let them in.
The thing is, has Chibnall gone power crazy with this?
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking he is, but we don't know the person. And then another thing is, too, it's like the people that have the pictures, if you go to cover the news, they want to, like, strike your channel down or sue you or something. That the whole purpose of putting news out is so everybody can talk about it.
Yes. Yeah.
We're not paying you money for the damn article or picture. That's your job. You want to put the pictures up? Yeah, you took the picture. That's great, but you can't go after people.
You can't hoard it and can't be the
if they're showing your picture. That's what your job is as a freaking news person, so everybody can see it, the public. So this is nonsense.
Can I just go off topic a bit, Joe?
Doctor Who only, though.
Yeah, no, what I'm trying to explain, that there was this film created, but no one will ever see it. Right?
There's what?
That's the way. There was this film that was filmed, right? But it's never going to be shown for a very long time. That's the way I feel about Doctor Who. It's like, we're filming it, but you're not allowed to see it.
Well, we are seeing it. Like
but what I'm trying to explain is that we're not seeing any behind-the-scenes pictures or anything else.
Yeah, we need to see stuff, though. Yeah, that's not fair.
We need something to look forward to.
Right.
Get us excited.
And I'm not talking about the doctor stealing a pizza either. I'm talking about proper teasers, proper trailers, proper mini-sodes, proper something.
Yeah.
Moffat, like, he knew that stuff was going on, and he knew the doctor was going to be off for a little while. What did he do? He threw us a couple of bones, a couple of crumbs, a couple of things. They need to do the same thing. They need to, like, throw stuff at us.
Look what Capaldi did within that year's break, right? He visited the fans and that. You know, he still played the part as the Doctor. What's Jodie doing?
I mean, she is doing that stuff though too. She's doing that stuff too. Like she was taking pictures with people and stuff.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is like we need something like the Doctor Who experience, or you know, a museum back as celebrating Doctor Who. You've got to keep the fans excited, not just say no, you're not allowed to see anything.
I mean, here's the thing. It's different if, like, they allow us to see a picture or from the set of actually set, not them smiling with each other.
Yeah.
Hi, this is us. This is Jasmine Khan, and this is Ryan Sinclair. Don't you dare! And this is Grip. We're together. Like that's nice, but that's not what we're looking for. I want to see
like show shot,
an actual picture. This is a villain. This is she got dirt on her scarf. I mean, she's running like something. What would it be to show her running or something? Like, how could you get spoiled with that? I mean, but at least you got something though. They won't show anything, nothing. You won't even show them talking to you. What would it be to show them just communicating like they're in the episode talking to each other with a different backdrop? How is that spoilery? It's a picture from the filming, but you don't know what it is. Why can't you show that? He won't even show that, which is really disturbing. Like that you can't even show like what the rock looks like behind you, or dirt, or like or a spaceship, or nothing. That's really ridiculous.
You want to, as a fan, you want to find out. As a showrunner, you need to get
if you're standing in front of a church, or you're standing in front of a building, or a bus. They won't even show any of that stuff. And it's like, that's beyond ridiculous when it comes to spoilers. Like, that's beyond. Like, that is, you are going to destroy the show because people are going to, the whole 2019, you're not going to show a damn thing. And then when you come back in 2020, in March or whatever, right? People are going to be like, well, you didn't give us anything to lead up to it.
Yeah. Why should we even watch?
It's like, give us something. Like, with the way the news is every day, you need to put something out there, like every month or something. They're not putting nothing out. Get out.
Do you remember back in 2004 when they first shown the redesign of the Dalek?
Yeah.
And when I first saw it, I went, "Oh, this is going to be interesting. Can't wait to see it." Right? It was only one picture. I didn't see the BBC going after the tabloids or any media.
Right. Why are you losing it? Why are you going crazy, dude? Like, what would be the big deal? Like, even mentioning, like, a name.
Yeah.
The Doctor is talking to this character. Who's that character? Find out! It's nothing.
Or even, here's an idea. Even though these might not be the true episode titles, these are rough drafts of some of the some of the episode titles.
Right.
And it may not be, like I said, it may not be 100%. They may not keep them, but at least you're throwing something out to the fans and keep them go, ooh, I wonder what this one's going to be about, or wonder what that's going to be about.
Even if they have an episode close-up of Jodie being pissed off, right? You could just show this picture. Why is the Doctor pissed? Find out in Series 12. Like, they don't do any of that. It is annoying. Annoying. Here's the thing, Kerry, about that. Kerry's talking about, do I think Chibnall will ruin the classic villains? We can't think like that. You want to know why? No, because if we think that he's going to ruin everything, then he's not going to do anything. Then we're going to get talking frogs, and we're going to get stupid crap. So, like, I want him. Yes, he has to bring back the classic villains. And if he screws it up, he screws it up. And you know what, though? We can't limit our potential for Series 12. Everything has to be open. He should be allowed to use anybody. Go ahead.
Well, he did a nice attempt with the Dalek.
Yeah, I like it.
And the problem is, when it comes to classic villains, are we talking about, like I said in the past, are we talking about when the show came back in 2005?
No, we're not talking about New Who. We're talking about
the actual from the original series too.
I mean, we're not talking about New Who. We're talking about classic. But yeah, I mean, you could throw the New Who villains in there too, like the Weeping Angels and stuff. But classic means classic, pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. a lot of people has like a different definition of what they talk about classic. So,
right. Well, the new Who is becoming classic. Some of it because it's getting old, right? So, to some people. So yeah, Kerry, I want to see him bring back classic villains and even new Who villains. You know, and certain things, yeah, while we would love to have a River Song appearance, I want them to resolve stuff from Moffat that he didn't resolve. I mean, if you're the showrunner, you could do whatever the F you want. So if you want to tidy up what Moffat, look what Moffat did. Moffat handled something that Russell T. Davies did. Russell T. Davies was not happy when he kind of crossed the line with the David Tennant getting married and all that. He did not like that, like what he said, interpretation, whatever. But he did it. Moffat didn't care. So the whole thing is that Chibnall should not be restricted. He should be like, okay, in this episode, Jodie Whittaker's doctor and the companions go to the library. She frees River from the library because she needs information from her, and she doesn't also want anybody to find her body or find this or whatever, and she wants to take her journal back from the library because she don't want nobody to go back in time.
Or even yet, Jodie's doctor doesn't want her companion to get injured, so she's the only one that goes there and does it.
There's got to be a reason, and they need to free her from the library. Honestly, because I think that's what needs to be done.
Yeah, she finds out that she's got information, and knowing going.
But
to
also,
library,
she should free her anyway because that's the wife. She should, if she could go to the end, if the doctor could go to the ends of the earth to protect Clara, and River's his wife, she needs to go and save River because she wants to save River, not because. You know, because like the doctor said plenty of times, the hell with the universe. This is what I want to do. The universe owes me 1 or 2 or 18 or a million, right? So the doctor should be just going there to do it, just to do it. You know, look what Peter Capaldi's doctor was doing. Peter Capaldi's doctor was still in a different incarnation. He took that gem because he was trying to fix the problem in New York with the distortions so he could save Amy and Rory. Now, it would have been awkward because the doctors regenerated that they see this guy, he's not looking like Matt Smith's doctor, you know, and saving him. But he's still in his mind, in that incarnation, even in Deep Breath, was talking about Amy Pond. Amy Pond's on his brain. Rory's on the brain. They want to save Amy and Rory. Even later on in the Christmas special, he's trying to find a way to save Amy and Rory. So this is something that needs to continue with Jodie Whittaker. Jodie's mentioning Unit. Okay, how about an episode now? She wants to see, well, what's come of Unit? What's come of the alien artifacts that Unit had? Because if it's in the wrong hands, then people start destroying the world. So the doctor has a responsibility to find out, well, who took all Unit stuff? Because then we're going to have a war here or something, you know? So that should be an episode that the doctor searches for all, she gets an inventory of all the things, and she goes to get the object. Then she goes to seek out Kate Stewart. She goes to seek out Osgood. We need to see this stuff. This stuff is important, you know. In the wrong hands, all that Unit stuff could be deadly for the Earth and for the Doctor. That's a story. That's a story arc. That's a season-spanning story arc. So, you know, that's important. The Minister of War. Who the hell is that? You know, we need to see that. You can't just leave it out. What's his name? The Great Intelligence mentioned the Valyard. That means that that thing is still coming. We need to see the Valyard. We need to see what's going on with that. It's not going away. Okay? So we need to bring this stuff up. You need to tie this series of Doctor Who to the new Who and the classic. You need to tie it together because you're making it like it's a foreign thing, like it's not connected. I mean, with the Dalek thing, that's great. They connected it. But you need to do more stuff. So, very easy to write episodes.
And
there's so much
what
stuff
they can
you can
also
write.
do is, with the fact that Unit has been, in a sense, disbanded.
Yeah.
It could be a lead up to, what was his name again? I just looked at Stanton. That could have been a lead up to how Stanton got a lion's share of his stuff.
Yeah.
All the way from the second episode when the series came back.
Yeah. So that's what we need to do. We need to see It's very easy to write episodes. It's very easy. There's tons of. I don't believe that this Doc Duke can't be fixed. I definitely believe Doc Duke could be fixed.
It can't be fixed.
Because as a writer, you got to write your way to fix it. So you got to come up with stuff to fix it, and there's so many interesting things you could do with it, and they just don't do it. You know, and they're doing stupid shit like having friggin' handkerchief monsters talking about Timeless Child. Well, guess what? If it was another villain or something talking about it, then people would be. Not that many people are like, oh, this Harmless Child, because it's kind of a joke when your freaking bed sheets are talking to you about the Harmless Child. It's not really that appealing to remember it or take it seriously.
It's made out of memory foam.
But it's just, this is what I'm saying. It's like stupid.
Yeah.
You know, like people don't even care about that. Some people do. Like, all right, that's interesting. What are you talking about, Thomas Child? But like, again, you got to use the context. Even with the frog, that's annoying too.
That was dumb.
That was just like, I can't. But you know. Anyway, yes, we don't come up with everything, but we come up with a lot of stuff, and it would be nice if people just give us credits. And again, I don't have an ego. You know, I'm just saying that it was funny how all this stuff is exactly what we were talking about for a while now. You know, and again, I'm not going to go back and go through hundreds of casts and see which is the first one that Matrixlord said it starts in March, or which is the first one. But it's there. It's there. Somebody has time. They want to look for it. That's great.
Yeah.
You want to do previously on the Real Whovians cast, and then boom, find the clips. That's fine. But you know, I'm not. I have to go to work soon. That's it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this cast. It's pretty funny. We'll be back. I don't know about later. We'll see. Hopefully later. All right. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.